on in. So let me get my moderators. We got Candy in here. Who else? Because I need for my moderators to, hey Amelia, hey Aisha, hey Renithia, Terry, thank you Terry for this. I need my moderators. Is Candy in here? Which one of my moderators is in here? I need my moderators to make sure that they speak to everyone that's coming in because I cannot give a shout out till the end. Because the last live that I did, y'all, it's actually getting some attention and it's almost at 7K, which was yesterday. And they're like, oh, you went down the line and you called out everybody's name before you got to the story. And they don't want to hear all of that, y'all. So y'all know I'm new to this for real. So my moderators, if y'all would, could y'all please tell everybody, hey, thanks y'all. Welcome. So I'm gonna read the disclaimer. Thank you, Key. How you doing, boo? My first super sticker. So hey, y'all speak to everybody. I love y'all. Okay, so the copyright disclaimer under the section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So make sure. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all speak to them and all of that there for me because I don't want to be a hold up. And I was going to, oh, if I get any super stickers, I will make sure I shout y'all out at the end. Okay, y'all. All right. So the mom, so this is about Keimani, Latigue, the girl that they found yesterday in an abandoned building that went missing on March the 18th. So her grandmother and her aunt, they actually did a little small interview, and we are gonna play that. Okay, y'all. Let me get to it.
Welcome into WTOL 11 News on Plus. I'm Sophia Periconi. We continue to track details about the disappearance and death of 13-year-old Keimani Latigue. First, we go to the latest on the investigation. We're working to gather more information about a shooting in Columbus this morning that may be connected to Keimani's murder investigation. The president of the Columbus Fraternal Order of Police says a man who was shot by SWAT this morning is wanted for a murder of a teenage girl here in Toledo. However, neither he nor a spokesperson for Columbus police would confirm if that man is Darnell Jones. Here's what the FOP president had to say.
When I heard about this case, this was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you.
We are working right now to confirm if the man shot this morning is Darnell Jones. He's wanted for the murder of 13-year-old Keimani Latigue. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. And just a short time ago, our Silver Barker exclusively interviewed Keimani's grandmother and legal guardian, and then Keimani's aunt. Here's what they both had to say.
So my first question for you, yesterday, lots of things.
Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Let me rewind.
We want to know specifically at your home.
I didn't hear what all that police officer said.
I committed a murder, chose to fled.
Is wanted for a murder of a teenage girl here in Toledo. However, neither he nor a spokesperson for Columbus police would confirm if that man is Darnell Jones. Here's what the FOP president had to say.
When I heard about this case, this was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you.
We are working right now to confirm if the man shot this morning is Darnell Jones. He's wanted for the murder of 13-year-old Keimani Latigue. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. And just a short time ago, our Silver Barker exclusively interviewed Keimani's grandmother and legal guardian, and then Keimani's aunt.
I want y'all to see something that's very important to this story. This is my video that I done.
The record. Now, looking back, we can see that he had previous charges for domestic violence, specifically an endangering children charge back in 2021. However, those charges were dismissed. He also had a felonious assault charge from 2017 that resulted in the victim being seriously charged.
Just throughout the last half hour or so, police say there that they shot a man believed to be the father of a Toledo teen, Keimani Latigue. Her body found in an abandoned home yesterday. Her father, Darnell Jones, wanted for her murder. Police haven't officially named the person that officers shot. I do want to reiterate that police have not officially named the person that officers shot, but this is what the head of the Fraternal Order of Police had to say just moments ago. I do want to warn you, the details might be disturbing to hear.
This was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you. This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, raped, had her hands cut off, and her throat almost cut off. This is an absolute animal that came into our town.
Ooh.
Very intense there. I would also like to note that the Toledo Police Department has not confirmed the details that you just heard. We are asking.
Did y'all hear that? Who heard what he did to his daughter? He raped her. He cut her fingers and attempted to slash her neck. Cut her throat. I wanted y'all to hear that. How sick he is. So let's get back to the other one.
So my first question for you.
This is the grandmother and the aunt.
Yesterday, lots of things was going on. We want to know specifically at your home. There was a lot of speculation online that you were being arrested, but when we checked with police, that was not the case. So can you further clarify on exactly what did happen yesterday at your home?
Well, I was called and told that there was a mob of people in front of my house. They were angry. It was more or less the people that were here earlier waiting to see if it was Keimani that was in the home. And basically some people from the neighborhood had contacted me and said that there was a mob in front of my house and they were talking about what they were going to do to me once I came home. So the police, the detective, said that she would have a unit come out and help me get my things and more or less escort me off the property. I asked to be handcuffed just so they can get the away from my property.
Are you scared?
So no, I was never arrested. I was taken downtown, but I was never arrested.
So she's saying that they was threatening her and doing all kind of stuff. So she asked for protection because she said they said the mob was gonna get her. So she asked for protection and she asked to be handcuffed while she go downtown. So she don't have, as of right now, she has not been charged. As of right now, she has not been charged.
Are you scared for your safety right now?
I am.
What are some of the things that you've been hearing and receiving from people?
They said they was gonna blow up my house. They said they was gonna do harm to me. It's just been a barrage of the different things that they've been stating.
And now, yesterday, or let's backtrack first for a little bit. So you are the guardian of Keimani, or you were the guardian of Keimani, correct?
I am the legal guardian of Keimani.
Okay. So in terms of taking care of her, when was Keimani placed under your care?
A year ago.
So you take care of her.
She's been in my home for the past 5.5 years, but I just obtained legal custody of her a year ago.
Were you and Keimani close?
We were.
What were some of the things, trying to think of her and paint a memory of her in a good light, right now with everything that's going on, what was Keimani like? Tell me a little bit about how Keimani was in the time that you've got to know her.
Keimani was phenomenal. Keimani was a helper. Like she was older than what she appeared to be. Like, you know how they say somebody has an old soul? She was that. She loved older music. She loved playing video games. She loved the friends and family that she was allowed to be around. She played basketball for Spring Elementary. She was highly intelligent. So I'd like to clear up the mental issue statements. No, she was not mentally ill in any way. We had her, assessed, and they didn't feel as if anything was wrong with her mentally. So that was not a issue. But back to Keimani, she would, like, say for instance, someone would come over and they had children. They didn't have to worry about their kids because Keimani immediately embraced them and would play with them, kid stuff. She was phenomenal. Like I said, she was like no other kid her age.
What school did Keimani go to?
She went to Spring Elementary.
And we were told that at that time she was doing good in school as well too, correct?
She was. She had brought her grade point average up from a 3.4 to a 3.9.
Oh, she was smart.
And actually they were going to have an award ceremony for the basketball players today at 5:30. But when I divulged to them that she had passed, they've rescheduled it. She was going to receive her trophy for being, on the team and stuff.
And she has a birthday that's coming up, correct?
Her birthday is Friday.
And she would have been turning 14.
She would have been 14.
Did you have any plans for her birthday?
We were going to have her a large birthday party because it would have been her first birthday where, once again, all of my children were together and could participate in the party. Her mom was supposed to come and everything. So I asked her early on, what type of party do you want? She said she wanted a basketball themed party. So that's what I bought. Things that revolved around her playing basketball. I'm still receiving stuff in the mail for that.
That's what I just seen.
So there's been some confusion now in terms of when it comes to family. who's her biological father, who is her biological mother, and then also was she in the foster care system. Can you clear up a little bit of all of that? When Keimani was placed in your care, when is the LCCS? Who exactly did she come from, and how did
She came from her other legal guardian. I choose not to state her name, but she came from her other legal guardian because the other legal guardian and I were best friends. The other legal guardian is my daughter, Keimani's mom, godmother. And we had already discussed when early on, because she's been with this person since she was 9 months old. My daughter has never really had custody of Keimani. So she's been with this person since she was 9 months old until, like I said, maybe 5.5 years ago. Now, off and on, this person, we would interact and, do different things with her, for her, or I would contact her and tell her, well, I need this, or Keimani would like that. And she would come by and oblige, and we would commence. It's just too much.
Earlier you mentioned, when you were talking about what Keimani was like, you had mentioned that when family members did come over, who were allowed around her. Can you expand on that? Is there family members that weren't allowed around her?
No, it's just not very many that came around. And those that did, she acted, as far as I'm concerned, she acted accordingly. She embraced all children, bad or good. Okay, next question.
So now we do know that Darnell, people are looking for Darnell Jones right now. The police are looking for Darnell Jones, and there's an arrest warrant out for him. Do you have any idea of his whereabouts?
Oh, well, to my knowledge, he was just arrested in Columbus. He just recently had a shootout with the police in Columbus. They're saying that he confessed to her murder, and no, I take that back. They're saying that he confessed to her rape and slitting her throat.
They gotta cut his penis off.
I can't even say.
Hold on, let me pause it.
Mentions Keimani was last seen
Did they say? I didn't hear the part. Did they say who, if he was her biological dad or not? Because I thought they asked her that question, but I don't remember her answering. Did anybody else answer it? Because I didn't hear it. Because I heard he wasn't the biological dad. I heard he was the biological dad. But I just want to know who this little girl looked like. Because she don't look like her grandmama, her mama, her auntie. This little girl look like she could be mixed with white and black. Oh, he's not. What? Hey, Kimberly. Well, who is? Hey, Hattie. Hey, Love That Nature. Y'all, I got in trouble for doing this long shout out. One of my new subs, they say they want me to get straight to the point. So that's why I ain't been saying nothing. Okay, let's go back.
Seen with Darnell, do you have any regrets of letting Keimani go with, as you're her guardian? Do you have any regrets of letting Keimani go with Darnell?
I do, only because, like I said, I feel deceived. I feel like this was pre-planned. I feel like you meant to do this. I feel like you was grooming her.
When you say grooming her, is there things that you saw before this?
No, I never saw anything out the ordinary. But when molesters decide to choose prey, they groom you first. So they give you gifts. They try and make you comfortable with them. They try and say little things to you that you and they can keep secret. And then eventually they pounce. And that's how I feel that oh God, how all of this is played out, I feel that's what happened. She was a virgin. She didn't like boys.
There's also comments, and we're just trying to address those and get those addressed. There's comments online and speculation again that, Keimani, her home situation, she was abused. What do you have to say to that?
Okay, abuse in whose eyes? Because she was not abused. Yes, she was chastised whenever she was wrong or did things wrong. Other than that, she was not abused. She was not just whooped for no reason or just because I felt like it. I've went through this twice because the school system had contacted CSB on her behalf when she went to Bennett Academy. And they came in, they did a case study and closed it. They've stated there's a way to chastise children without physically harming them. And you need to whoop them on their behind, nowhere else. So, okay, with that in mind, I knew that. So she didn't have like bruises all over.
How long ago was that when they came into your home?
I would say the latest, it was approximately 7 months ago.
Me too, Pammy.
So you say the latest. So was it a few times?
It was twice total.
So twice total that they came into your home and checked. Okay. And it was all for like you mentioned, what you just said earlier.
Yes.
Explaining.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Now, in terms of, this whole situation, so you were not arrested, correct? And that's
Correct.
what, a lot of people seem to think as they saw you going out and cuss. That's what you asked for, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Hey, Candy.
Okay, so my first question for you, can you tell me your relation to Dorothy?
I'm Dorothy's second oldest daughter. I'm Keimani's aunt. My name is Sanika. I live in Indianapolis. All this that is going on is devastating. You wouldn't think that, you see it happen around the world, but when it hits close to your heart, you really just be thinking like, did I do something wrong? Did I fail her? She didn't have the life to live that we have got to grow and live. She was only 13. So to know that somebody that I trusted, which was her father, to come through and deceive us just to get to Keimani in some sexual way or a harmful way, that hurts me to the fullest. And the point I feel like I failed her. Me as being her aunt, a person that she could run to and tell anything and everything to. That was my girl. That was my baby. And to hear all of this, to know all of this, and to be going through all this and hearing it for as long as that it went on, it's very devastating. I see so many people that are supposed to be my family that's going against my mom and me for that instance, and saying like, oh, she failed her, she had something to do with it, she had this and that. It doesn't matter at this point. For right now, and until we get justice for Keimani, it's all about Keimani. What I would like to say is there's a lot of people on the internet starting GoFundMe's, and that's not what we need right now, because it's not what Keimani needs. The funeral home has objected to say that they're going to come and pay for everything, so there's no need for any GoFundMe pages, any of that.
Ooh.
Everything is being taken care of.
That
needs to be taken care of by her family, her immediate family.
Now y'all hear this. Now she is just as honest as she can be. She says that she admits that she failed her. Not only that, she came out and said it shouldn't be no GoFundMe's for her because it's being taken care of. Y'all, Yep. Hey, Real Talk. Yep, Ramona, she's taking accountability.
Does it upset you that there are GoFundMe's? Some of them I think in cases might be scams too as well that are going on.
What upsets me is that people are starting these GoFundMe pages and putting Keimani name underneath it, and they know that it's going to get viewed and people have sympathy and feel some type of way about that. And some of them can be scams, but I know some of them have come from family members. When just let the immediate family handle that. Like, what y'all gonna do with the money if y'all not turning into the funeral home? There's no need. Let us handle it. Y'all just sit back and give us the emotional support that we need. That's what we need right now. As a family, as a community, we should all come together and just give each other the emotional support that we honestly need. And that's just what I asked for everybody to, calm down, breathe. I know this is a hard time because it's not just a hard time for y'all. This is a rough time for me. I just need y'all to come together and understand that we need each other as a community, as a family, and emotional support is what we need the most in this situation.
Yesterday the crowd was yesterday if you were here, I'm assuming the crowd was very upset, lots of emotions going through too, especially at this time with such a sensitive situation. You know we've heard multiple comments out in the crowd, attacking or pointing fingers at your mom. So what has it been like trying to be her support system and helping her out?
In a way, you have to be mature enough to decide, am I going to follow along with the crowd or am I going to stick around with the loner? I'm to the point where I'm not following nobody. I'm going with what's right. If it was your mother, if it was your niece, would you console your mother? Would you console the person that was closest to her who lived with her? I'm not out to have a torch in the pitchforks and all out to go against anybody except the person who did this, which I believe was her father, Darnell. I don't have any other anger pushed towards anybody else. I'm angry that this happened, but I'm angry at the person who did this.
Do you know if have you been in contact with Tiara, the mother?
Yeah, I've been in contact with my sister. It's been briefly. It's been over through text. Like I said, I live in Indianapolis. I seen her yesterday, but that was very brief. It wasn't even more than 5 minutes. It was more or less that she wanted to show me my other niece, Kazaria, which is Keimani's youngest sister. But it wasn't like it was oh sis, what are we gonna do? Any of that. And I don't wish this on nobody. I really don't. I could, your mind go different places when it's a baby. That was a baby. Like I said, I have a very close relationship with Keimani. She was a tomboy. She wasn't out looking for, trying to be fast or, mischievous or any of that. So for her mother to come down and have all this to say and all that, Tier, where was you for the past 4 years? We haven't seen you since Keimani TikTok party.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't called her. You haven't sent her anything. You haven't said, oh, baby, I'm going to come get you for a weekend. We haven't seen you until this.
So I seen a clip of her mother cussing. I'm going to try to find it too. Cussing the grandma out, call her every name in the book. And I was like, wow, why would you do that? Because I had already seen where she didn't really have a relationship with her. She hadn't seen her in years. So my thing is, if she ain't had a relationship with her, she ain't seen her in years, where does this man that's not her dad, where do he come in at? And where is the biological father? Is the biological father gonna come out and speak his piece and try to act like he did something or he was one? Please let me know.
This happened. Why we got to see you when it's a tragic moment? So Tiara, where do you stand?
And Tiara lives in Cleveland, correct?
Yes.
And so the past 4 years, you're saying there was very little communication.
Very, very minimum. It wasn't even, she'll call my mom. She'll go through me and say, have you talked to mommy? And I'm like, no, about what? And she'll say, oh, well, she got custody of Keimani and she trying to get child support from me. So it wasn't that Tiara was concerned about Keimani. It was more of the why she want child support from me.
What is the relationship between your mother and your sister Tiara?
It's very distant. They had their words. They fought. Keimani mother has a godmother that Keimani was with before my mom got her. And there was no communication then from Tiara. I feel like Tiara just let her go. Because any mother would be on her toes to get her children back. That wasn't the case here. It just wasn't.
When was Keimani taken away from Tiara?
I'll say about 7-8 months. And then Tiara godmother stepped in and got custody of Keimani. which would have been around 9 months. Yeah, and Keimani had been with that lady from 9 months all the way up until about, I'd say 5.5 years ago. So it wasn't like Tierra was actually in the picture, you know, saying, hey, maybe I can start getting myself together to get my child back so nobody else can get hurt.
You ever worried for Keimani's safety with any of the family members or anyone?
I wouldn't say I was worried because I was here. I was here every winter break, spring break, holidays, birthdays. I was here for Keimani. Yes, you come and, you know, you enjoy time with your family, but I was here for my niece. I also brought my youngest sister and her 2 kids from Indianapolis to be here for Keimani because we've been in the system before. So I know how it feels to feel like, dang, I'm at somebody's house or not feeling not wanted. I know those feelings. So I tried to give Keimani that at all times because she's wanted and loved by her aunts. And this is just devastating that I have to go through this for the rest of my life and knowing I'll never have the embrace of my niece, the, hey, TT, what you doing? When you coming down here, you know, I'll.
So, Miss Lisa, to answer your question, and the Gloria, I'm gonna answer yours too. Let me stop it right quick. So, I seen a video of the mother. She don't look like she is on any type of drugs, but looks can be deceiving. So I don't know. And she was crying and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know why she didn't want her daughter. And Gloria, hey Danny, he was actually apprehended and he's in the hospital because the police had to end up, you know, powing him. But they said that he cut off her fingers. He tried to cut her throat, and he raped her. So yeah. Let me go back to this. And for the ones that's just coming in, the reason why I'm not really speaking is my live that I did yesterday. It's up to 6K, and the new subscribers said that my shout outs was too long. I ain't getting straight to the point. And So I'm just trying to get straight to the point. Okay, y'all. Hey, Robin. Hey, 3G.
Never get to hear that from my baby again. And that's what kills me the most. I just wish that when I was down here last, that I had just taken her to Indianapolis with me. So this would have never happened. A lot of things, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but at the end of the day, I just really wish that whatever happened and whoever did this, y'all didn't have to do that to her. There's plenty of people out here with, you know, grown people that put themselves out there to be, you know, the sex workers or whatever it may be. You didn't have to do this to a child. There was nothing that Keimani would have done to make you hurt her. So she was a very timid kid, you know, tomboyish, you know, reserved. She wasn't, you know, loud and you know, out there. So it's just devastating that that me and my family have to go through this.
Is there anything else that you would like to add at this time in the interview? Anything else that I didn't ask, maybe?
I just want people to understand that family is family. And at the end of the day, don't be so eager to go against your family. Talk to your family and talk to the children. These children may be scared to talk to the parents about things that's going on or what may be going on because they feel like they may get in trouble. But make it known that to your kids that you can talk to me. Make it very open. You can talk to me about any and everything. Because that's what these kids need to hear nowadays. Instead of going on social media and talking to somebody over social media about it, like he did this or she may done that. Talk to your family because they can handle. They're the adults. They're supposed to handle it. So yeah, and it's forever Keimani.
And to be clear, right now, Darnell Jones has been charged with murder, abduction, and felonious assault. There have been no criminal charges filed regarding any sexual crimes at this point. We also just got information about Keimani's cause of death. The Lucas County coroner says she died from multiple incised wounds of the neck. She was pronounced dead shortly after noon yesterday. We'll have much more on this breaking story throughout the day. Until then, thanks for joining us on WTOL 11 Plus.
Oh my goodness, y'all. That's a mess. I feel bad. All the way bad. I hate that she had to experience that. I'm going to show y'all something else. Hey, Lexus. Oh, they got latest. She live now with it. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for something that I seen earlier, but I guess I can't find it. I guess it's the same. Okay, so I can't find it, but hold on. Let me see if I can find it on TikTok. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. This is her mother.
Top of the hour. Not telling me nothing. It takes nothing. It's nothing to take a picture. It's nothing to, you know what I'm saying, let me know when the coroner's bringing her out so I can see if that's indeed my baby. Y'all not saying nothing.
Top of the hour, new breaking news in tonight in the case of a missing 13-year-old girl in Toledo tonight. Keimani Latigue's father, 33-year-old Darnell Jones, is charged with her murder and abduction.
Police have confirmed they pulled her body from an abandoned East Toledo home today. Keimani had not been seen alive for the last 6 days. Her family, friends, and community had been searching for any signs of her.
Additionally, social media videos appearing to show Toledo police taking Keimani's grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, from her home in handcuffs today. WTOL.
Okay, no, that's not. Let me see if I could find it on, because I seen it on YouTube. Hold on. I seen where her friends were. I see somebody, her friends was reaching out or something. Hold on. Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe I was seeing things. But I could have sworn I seen it.
now in terms of when it comes to family, who's her biological father, who is her biological mother, and then also was she in the foster care system? Can you clear up a little bit of all of that? When Keimani was placed in your care, when is the LCCS who?
No, that's not it. I don't know. Maybe I was tripping, but I did see it. Thank you, that one. I appreciate it. Hey, Chit Chat. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, these creatures groom children. Wake up. Yes, they do. And then to know that he wasn't even the biological father to begin with, he definitely groomed her. Definitely did that. Yeah, this story kind of reminds you of the Naziah Harris story. They even kind of favor. And what's up with these light-skinned men? So y'all know we can't go to get no light-skinned men because it seemed like y'all know what was the girl? Was it Ayanna Sawyer? That man was light-skinned. Him and Jarvis kind of looked alike. Then Jarvis, now this man. Lord, what's going on with these light-skinned men? I can't make this up. I'm still gonna try to find this though. Y'all talk while I try to find this. So I'm like, oh, her friends. Wait, let's see. No. That girl looked like she mixed. I'm looking at these pictures. Let me go back to TikTok. Let me see. Let's say you crazy. Lord, everybody blame it on me, child. Hey, Beverly.
I had to just get over this right here, put myself together, hearing the horrific details of this baby's hands being cut off and they slit their throat and everything. This is horrific, and I'm pissed off. The first thing is the school. There are teachers at the school and some classmates' parents who actually did report everything that was going on at this house of horrors to CPS. It is documented where they reported that. One of the teachers commented in a couple of my videos. I said this before, but she commented in one of my videos, even on the book face, where she reported this stuff and several other people reported this, but nothing was ever done or investigated by CPS. They failed this baby. Another failure that I saw is they didn't issue an Amber Alert. They're trying to come up with an excuse talking about, well, there's criteria in order to issue an Amber Alert. This baby met all the criteria. She met every single bit of it. And yet, CPD, you failed this baby. And the only reason you went out there and started searching is because you had boots on the ground up there of a community that came together and started doing the searching themselves. Then you had the power of social media calling you guys to the forefront, putting the heat up under your boots. You failed this baby. And then listening to this right here.
Told to me that he was her biological father.
At
However,
all.
her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom, and I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interest at heart.
Let me pause this
All
right
of that
quick.
yin yang she was talking.
She said that he was around more than her biological mother, and basically he was only around to do what he did to her, grape her, and do it to groom her. Oh my God, that's why he was around. That's why he was more around than the actual father, the actual mother. He wanted this little girl. Sick bastard.
It like they were supposed to CPS. Dorothy kept them telling people what was going on. And the only reason a lot of the other family, like Tiara and Kat and all them, were not able to find out what was really going on because Dorothy kept them from her and vice versa. And when Keimani was telling her teachers, she was telling her teachers and other students and other parents what was going on, they reported it like they were supposed to CPS and TPD. Nothing was done. She was failed. And the reason why Tiara was kept out of the loop, wasn't able to come around.
Wait a minute now. So all of this was reported to CPS. Are you kidding me? To see the teachers reported it. She went to school talking, y'all. Our kids are not safe, y'all. She reported it. And y'all, the crazy thing about it is I did a video on Nazaya Harris, not to talk about her, but it's reminding me so much of hers. I did a video on Nazaya Harris. And she actually admitted that he was touching on her back in 2022, y'all. And that went to CPS. And that didn't do nothing. And so Detroit Police Department had to come out and say, we failed her. You think? How many times are the people that's supposed to be protecting our kids going to fail our kids?
Is because of all the lies that she fabricated. She was telling her teachers and other students and other parents what was going on. They reported it like they were supposed to CPS and TPD. Nothing was done. She was failed. And the reason why Tiara was kept out of the loop, wasn't able to come around, is because of all the lies that she fabricated. And there's proof of this. And I saw people talking about how come Dorothy got a hold of Keimani. She took the baby as soon as that baby was born. She fabricated an entire lie, all kinds of lies, in order to take that child from her biological mother. And there's proof of every single bit of that. Just because she's not arrested now don't mean she won't be arrested later, because she's 100% responsible also. It's a lot of things that don't make sense, but the truth is going to come out, because I guarantee you, he's not going down by himself. He's not going to go down by himself. He's going to tell on everybody. And that includes Dorothy, Lisa Nicole White, and her significant other, KP, and all the rest of them, because it's all going to come out. And like I said, all they have to do is get a hold of that phone and talk to the other classmates and the school teachers who have proof of what was going on in that house of horrors. Y'all continue lifting up Tiara and Kat and all the rest of them, classmates, her best friends, the ones that are commenting. Continue lifting all of them up, because they need it. They need a village right now. Don't forget about her birthday party. Don't forget about the link that's in my bio to help out what's going to take place this weekend. Let me address a couple of things. I had to just get over this right here, put myself together. Remember my other video, I said that, they need to look in Columbus, Ohio, because that's where he's from. Well, that's where he frequents and everything. But this is breaking news. They're saying that the police in Columbus, Ohio, wounded a man with their police-issued firearms. They're thinking that it is Darnell Jones. It said that it happened.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a lot, y'all. I can't stand people like this dude. He's saying horrible things without showing any proof. Just talking sounds familiar. Oh, you talking about the TikToker? Hey, Miss Foxy, he got it out for the mama and them look like y'all. Let me be honest with you. He got it out for them. I ain't gonna judge him. I'm not gonna judge that family. I'm just saying it couldn't be me. That's all I do know. I don't know. If this girl was reporting it and nothing was done, so if she was reporting it, then the grandmother had to know about it. And still nothing was done. And why was she left home? Hey, Didi, and why was she left home at night like that? And then the grandmother came home at 12 in the morning. Like, who was there with her besides her calling her not biological dad, who said that he stayed to midnight and then he left? I know Big Mama Aries. It's something else. What you talking about? Good morning, gorgeous. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I was about to look for something else. Yeah, he ain't the father. Why did he torture her like that? And everybody is blogging on how he cut her hands. That is so sad. Mm. Hold on.
Was raped. Guys, this story just keeps on getting sadder and sadder as it's been reported that Keimani was raped, her throat was slit, and her hands were cut off. So it seems like he or whoever did this, right? We assume that it's Darnell Jones, was in the process of dismembering this little girl's body. We know that the house that she was found in, his phone pinged twice on Saturday, once on Sunday. They haven't confirmed that it was him who they've apprehended, but there was a shootout, not a shootout, but there was a shooting in Columbus where a SWAT team had shot at somebody who was wanted for a murder of a 13-year-old girl down in Toledo. So put two and two together, right? It had to be him, even though they have not identified yet.
I mean,
but according to this article, it says Columbus police said the victim was raped, her hands were cut off, and her throat was slit. It says this case is one of the most horrific cases I've ever heard. Okay. It also states that SWAT had got a tip from someone that he would be in that specific area at the time that he was going to be there, which is how they knew where he was going to be. So
they say he was from Columbus.
And it's just really unfortunate that this happened to her. Also, there's a teacher who spoke about Keimani on her Facebook that said that she had tried to reach out several times to get Keimani some help. Let's go ahead and read through that Facebook post. The teacher's name is Kaylin Ann, and she says, "I'm not okay. I tried so effing hard to get her removed from this environment. Sweet baby, my heart is broken. The system is broken. I am sick, but mostly just sad. I enjoyed being able to teach her, give her a hug every single morning she came into school because that was all she ever wanted. Her friends tried, I tried, the school staff tried. No one listened. They wouldn't allow her to have a voice, and now she's dead. Thank you, Lucas County Children's Services, for your lack of effing care for these children." Now, the autopsy is going to be done tomorrow on her body, so hopefully we will have a confirmed cause of death. The same,
they already
story.
Did. We just heard that. Okay, so I got the teacher. Let's see. She says, Keylene Ann. She says, let me see. Y'all on? Y'all can see? Okay. So she says, I was the teacher. She told, I was the teacher. She told us she didn't feel safe. She told us she was terrified to go home. We all saw the marks, the bruises, the injuries. I made multiple reports to CPS trying to get her the help she desperately needed to keep her safe. All of our voices were left unheard. CPS should be held accountable. We told them over and over. Mm, mm, mm. Then she says, I'm not okay. I tried so effing hard to get her removed from this environment. Sweet baby, my heart broke. This system is effing broken. I am sick, but mostly sad, just sad. I enjoy being able to teach her, give her a hug every single morning she came to school because that was all she ever wanted. Her friends tried, I tried, the school staff tried, no one listened. They would allow her. They would allow her to have a voice, and now she's dead. Thank you, Toledo Children's Services, for your lack of effing care of these children. Amber Goins, they absolutely need to be held accountable. We called so many times, concerned parents called, bus drivers called. This is the outcome. She would undoubtedly be alive today, and they listened. Wow. Wow, y'all. Now, with the Naziah Harris case, y'all, and I don't mean to keep going on to that. It was some people that reported it, like her aunt, her great aunt, and her cousin, and them did. But the school didn't. CPS didn't do anything, or law enforcement didn't do anything with the accusations made in 2022. What is the reason to have CPS if they're gonna just do this? We need a social worker in the building. What's going on? What y'all doing? Y'all not doing y'all due diligence. And I'm gonna give y'all a short story. I used to work in social services. I was a social services assistant. And I worked at the HIV clinic here. And all the time outside of the clinic, it was always people hanging out. And so it's a gas station that was next door. Well, it was not that far. It wasn't really next door, but it was not that far down the road. So we used to walk to the gas station and get little snacks and stuff like that. So me and one of the social workers went to the store, and that day it was a lady that was not kept up. Her child was like 3 or 4. She was begging for money. She was begging for food. The gas station people said they didn't want her in there. They was telling her she had to leave, go from around here before they called the police. So she was looking at us, and of course she was, I take care of my baby. I love my baby. Just cussing, being crazy, right? So when we left or whatever, we got back to the job, and the social worker was telling another social worker about it or whatever. And so I thought to myself, this was the time for you to get in and do something. But you see that little girl is in need, get police here, find out who can be able to get this girl, because the mother ain't in her right state of mind and she homeless. So later on that day, she went home and she talked to her boyfriend about it. And guess what he told her? He told her she didn't do her due diligence as a social worker. And she didn't. She did not do her due diligence. It was she didn't care, if you ask me. I think I did, Lolita. No, because Boo Love, no. All of them is not the same, because there was another girl there. She that used to work with me. She was a social worker, and I liked her. And she came from working in CPS to the HIV clinic, which is mostly adults, which where she come from was she was with kids. She stayed there for a month and she said, I want to go back and help the kids. I want to go back. And she left and she went back to go help the kids. She didn't want to work with the adults. She wanted to go be a voice for these kids. So you're right. No, they're all not like that. In most cases, CPS put the children in harm's way. A lot of times, them kids be in group homes, foster homes, they be getting molested. Sometimes it's worse in CPS. I know a buku of kids that got molested in CPS and messed up to this day. But it all goes to you, like, where's the parents? Don't have it, like, I don't know. It's sad. Yep, because they are obligated to report those type of things. Yes, they are. She could have called the police. Police could have wrote a report, and that could have been it. That could have been it, y'all. Just all to it. You got a teacher. You got a teacher. You got a principal, probably assistant principal, probably more than one teacher, begging for y'all to help this girl. And y'all didn't. Y'all failed her. I wonder if the aunt can sue. I'm tired of this. I really am tired of it. And then you got Naziah Harris' family. Instead of trying to locate her body or find her body, y'all, they over there fighting like cats and dogs. They over there fighting like cats and dogs, y'all. Let me show y'all this. It's Roxy against Kiwana. Like, instead of trying to find we can say woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever, but okay, that's done and over with. It doesn't happen. Why y'all fighting? Y'all need to be. This is the time for y'all to come together. But y'all fighting over who doing this for clout, who doing that for clout. So this is Kiwana. This is the cousin of Naziah's. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate it.
Now, I just want to answer this last thing. She said jealous about Naziah. Kenya, you and your daughter knew about Naziah before Naziah came up missing. Okay? You put a Facebook post that did not get recognized until after Naziah came up missing. Don't you ever tell me about jealousy, because I've been standing on business for every child in that house. But you can't say that. You want the glory now that she's gone. You can't have it. You should have stood when she was living, when you had the opportunity to fight. But instead, Roxy, you want to fight us for being honest about Jarvis. And I'm going to head on out. We're not gonna keep lying.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yeah. Calm down.
Kiwana, don't go nowhere, girl. Don't leave.
Okay. Now, I just want to answer this last thing. She said jealous about Naziah. Kenya, you and your daughter knew about Naziah before Naziah came up missing. Okay? You put a Facebook post that did not get recognized until after Naziah came up missing. Don't you ever tell me about jealousy, because I've been standing on business for every child in that house. But you can't say that. You want the glory now that she's gone. You can't have it. You should have stood when she was. Okay.
I did not know of Jarvis and Shannon relationship. So anything that I had to say wouldn't have mattered to the police or CPS because I did not know what was going on in that house. Then you said something about parties. Said something about parties.
It was Kiwana, now it's Roxy. Hey, Kissy.
Shit with the families is high and by. Okay, you didn't even keep in contact with them like that because you said that Annette cut y'all off. Annette is the older matriarch in the family. It's, hey, how you doing? How the kids doing? It's simple conversation. So for you to keep saying, oh, I knew this and this and that, hypothetically, even if I didn't know, there's nothing that I can do because I don't know Shannon. I did not know of Jarvis and Shannon relationship.
I got another one. I'm going to show you what Roxy said. Hold on. They over there fighting like cats and dogs instead of keeping the focus on what needs to be focused.
Patrick's Day to everybody. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy St. Patty's Day, St. Patrick's Day to everybody. I hope you are wearing your green. I'm getting ready to get in my green. However, I just came on here to talk to y'all real quick about my new little series. It's going to be called Kiwana's Cock Block Chronicles, right? Now, I told y'all what to do.
That's what I'm saying, Ramona.
Okay, y'all thought I was playing. Hide your butt, and it say hide your keys and hide
I
your purse.
agree.
She out here robbing. Let me know if you want one. Okay. I call this the Kiwana's Cock Block Chronicles because anything that I try to do that involves Kiwana, excuse me, let me correct myself. Anything that I try to do that involves Nazaya, we have little mosquito bite, Kiwana Cock Block Chronicles, that wants to come in and cock block me from anything that I'm trying to do that involves Nazaya, right? But she didn't try to cock block Jarvis from anything that he was trying to do. Okay, so with her, we're gonna have to tell her this, okay? If it's not about Nazaya, keep the focus on Nazaya, or you can she needs to keep the focus on Nazaya. Okay, she's worried, she's digging and digging. You know what her next little thing is? She's trying to get in contact with my ex-husband to get him to do a tell-all about me, guys. It's just like you have so much time and so much energy to put into me and trying to drag me down, but you had absolutely like barely any energy, you know what I'm saying? Energy to like get Jarvis up out of there. Like if you had the same amount of hatred for me that you do for him, like we would have been, you know, having Nazaya around right now. But anything that I'm trying to do, she's trying to cock block it. So we're going to have a Kiwana's Cock Block Chronicle session, okay? Because she can't seem to keep the focus on Nazaya. That's what we need to keep the focus at, on Nazaya. Keep the focus on Nazaya. Let's keep the focus on her, okay? Let's keep the focus. Right here, okay? Stop. She's trying to cock block anything I do. So, you know, every once in a while when I feel like it, we're going to upload the Kiwana Cock Block Chronicles. In the meantime, while you're doing that, make sure that you have your shit. You know what I'm saying? Hide your keys, hide your purse. She out here. Okay.
Hey, Lonnie.
For herself. Keep it about Nazaya. Keep it about Nazaya. Okay? You let me know when you want to stop this bullshit. You got time? I got time. You want to change the focus? You want to be positive? I'm trying to remain positive and keep the focus on her. And that's what we need to be doing. Or we can keep doing this. Let me know if y'all want one. I got you. Put your pre-orders in for the fan. Got these on deck. Got these on deck. So when you see her out here in these streets, make sure you hide your shit. Hide your keys, hide your purse, because she out here robbing people. Okay. Let's keep the focus on Isaiah, because that's what the focus needs to be on. Stop trying to cock block me. Okay. So I let y'all know when she coming out here with all of this stuff, she ain't gonna be talking about Isaiah, because she's too busy worried about me. Okay, and trying to cock block everything. It's like, I guess because I wasn't around her, in her mind, she feels like I shouldn't even be uttering Isaiah's name out of my mouth. Right? But you were stuck at a standstill. So I don't understand, with you being at a standstill, why are you mad at me about what I'm doing to push it?
Hey, Rosie.
Okay, to push it. You did what you could do. I did what I did. And here we are. Here we are. So let's stop with the cock blocking and the bull crap. And let's keep the focus on Nasiah. Let's keep the focus.
Hey, Special K.
Let's keep the focus on Nasiah. Yeah? Otherwise than that. Okay. Bye now. Hey, y'all. How y'all?
So yeah. So now I just want to point that out that now, hey, Freddie. Hey, everybody that's coming in, I just want to put that out there now, that they over there fighting like cats and dogs about who was here for Nasiah. Don't look like nobody was, because look what happened to her. But then you got these people over here that actually reached out for help to do this, and they still failed her. The only thing that should be the focus of Nasiah Harris family is trying to find her and get it. I think they was trying to do a Nasiah Harris Day or something. And I think it's like April something. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what they need to be focused on. Instead, they over there fighting who you doing this for clout, who went around her, that's besides the point. Find the baby. It don't even matter. I do believe Roxy did a lot to get this story out. Because when I went back down the rabbit hole, Roxy was posting about her back in July, back in the summertime, trying to get her story out there. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know when it comes to this kind of stuff. I really don't. It's way too many little girls that is actually going through this kind of stuff. And it's really sad. The family said they don't want to do nothing until they have complete justice. And Shannon's just flat out said she don't care. Y'all want to know that? Let me show y'all that. Let me show y'all where Shannon. Hold on. She said, I need y'all irritating ASS people to quit messaging me with threats and things saying my babies I posted are Nasiah's babies. And I'm not worried about Nasiah. I'm not worried about Nasiah. Those are my kids. Leave me alone. And yes, they are in CPS. Yes, I have to fight in court to get them back. Yes, everything. Just leave me the F alone. So she made it clear that she is not studying Nasiah. So, yeah, y'all. That's some aunt, y'all. Oh no, Shannon did write that. That was confirmed. I know they was trying to say that she didn't write that, but she definitely did write it. It was confirmed that she did write that. Oh, she did. Yes, it is, Special K. She do not care where her niece is at. Who said that about that? About that? Hey, Veronica, who say that about their niece? Shout out to the 160 people I got in the chat, and it ain't about no drama. You guys rocked the long way. She went on Thread saying it wasn't her. That was that where she be posting that. Yeah, girl. Yeah, right. That was her. She also said, she said we can't, she's a known liar, y'all. Y'all can't believe that. Hey, hey, A Stokes. Good morning, gorgeous. You in this chat cutting up real bad, girl. Let me shout out everybody that gave me some super stickers. So I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. I've been in here for over an hour, and Love and Hip Hop is coming on. Let me see. I got you. You told me in my inbox. I checked the inbox today. You said they say the Eric Gamble guy is. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to search that because that I didn't know that. Y'all, Boo Love hating on my mic. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Latigue, for that super chat. Thank you. You changed me for being a member for 7 months. Thank you, my girl Sabrina, for that super chat. Thank you, Dominica, for that super chat. Thank you, Terry Doll in the building. He on the roasting ones and twos. Thank you for that super chat. That one, thank you for that super chat. And Miss Lisa, thank you for that super chat. You guys rock. You guys rock. Good morning. I have to put a biscuit. I have to put on biscuits in here. I just can't. Yeah, she did. Thanks everyone that sponsored this live tonight. Yes, you guys rock. I got 149 people in here and ain't no drama. None. And if you in the bushes and you are a potential sub, could you please go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button? You will love it over here, where we tell the truth to shame the devil, and that's what folks don't like. And we try to save little girls, little black girls. She says, thank you, Bev. She says, I have a friend that was in the school system with the little girl, because y'all, she stays where Keimani lives. And she was raped by that man that was supposed to be her father figure and beat up by his wife. Oh, wow. I don't know, y'all. I probably would have ran away. Thank you. Good morning, gorgeous. Thank you, Special K. Y'all remember MM said, leave your light-skinned husband. I sure did, because they nasty and they some freaks and some predators. All right, y'all. Thank you, Boo Love. Thank you, Ramona. I will talk to y'all later. Love, peace, and soul.